Hello there, boys and girls. My name is SidAlpha. For those of you that haven't been following along with this series of videos, I will be posting a link to the playlist which includes my news piece regarding the Digital Homicide lawsuit of the YouTuber Jim Sterling. Now, through the process of these videos, you will come to understand why so many people have begun to fear for my physical and mental well-being. It seems that in order to not lose too many sanity points while reviewing the vast majority of their games currently on Steam, it requires a 4-drink minimum. Now here we are going to take a look at Digital Homicide's current early access game, Dungeons of Kragmor. Now before I get started, I do have to stress to everyone that this is an early access title, and as such, any review will be subject to an understanding that it will more than likely not be indicative of the final product. Now I know some of you don't want to give the Brothers Romine an out like that, but I would extend this to any game that's in early access, which is also why most reviewers don't bother with an early access title. That being said, let's dive into the game itself. Now, Dungeons of Kragmor is an FPS, multiplayer, action, survival, crafting, RPG, dungeon crawl, and whatever the fuck else you want to throw in there, because God knows Digital Homicide did. They've essentially taken damn near every game they've ever made and tossed it into a blender and hit fucking frappe. FPS and crafting elements from Deadly Prophets and Forsaken Uprising, dungeon crawl from Deadly Prophets, and creature assets from damn near every game they've had, yet all thrown together in an amalgamation of something. The area design is new for Digital Homicide, and it almost looks like they put some actual fucking effort into the game. However, the new pretty veneer only lasted for so long for me, and I very quickly found myself getting bored due to the lack of different levels and a very limited area to work in, as well as the creatures that I've seen from most of their other games recycled yet again, still showing Digital Homicide's customary laziness around every single corner. However, at the same time, this one really does appear to be a little different. Now, one thing is, the damn thing works! Now, in their previous games, the crafting systems were broken messes that were barely functional at all and made me want to put my own face through the nearest pane of glass in the vain hopes that a shard would pierce my jugular and I would be allowed to bleed out in peace, never having to see or touch one of their games again. However, here, it's perfectly functional with no encountered glitches as yet. In regards to the creatures, many of them have been used so many times by Digital Homicide that they should have been tossed in the trash a long time ago for terminal cases of crotch rot. So nothing really to write home about there, except that the game does allow you to move into areas that you may not be ready for, and the creature will punish you for it, introducing an actual need for crafting new gear to improve your stats, an altogether previously unheard of requirement in Digital Homicide games. Overall stability of the game at the time I recorded this is quite good. After multiple hours of play, I experienced no crashes, hangs, or real bugs to speak of. Again, showing a distinct departure from previous titles, the Brothers Romine again show the product of spending some actual time on a video game. Now, replayability of this game is definitely higher than I had expected, and I actually found myself logging back into the game a few days later and picking it up again. It plays well for what it is, and I actually found myself wanting to power up my character to be able to complete all areas in the game. Now, it is worth noting that this game is very stereotypical in Digital Homicide offerings in the fact that there is no visible story or reason for your character to be doing what they are doing, and the game definitely suffers from this as a key component to immersion. So for overall impressions, guys, Dungeons of Kragmor is by far and away, without a doubt, the best game Digital Homicide has put out to date. Does that make it a good game? No. Does that make it passable for the $1 that they're charging for? Yes. Would I recommend this game? Fuck no. Well, let me rephrase. Because if I had known nothing about Digital Homicide as a developer, I would recommend this game at a $1 price point. I would. I'd say for $1, it's a good buy. You're getting good value for your $1 price. That would be fine. However, these guys in the past have shown such shadiness and anti-consumer actions that I cannot, in good conscience, recommend any of their games, because I can't bring myself to want to willingly participate in them profiting from all of their shady acts that they've done in recent months and even recent weeks. They don't deserve your money, they don't deserve your time, because of constantly reskinning games and then reselling them as new titles and things of that nature. They've just been absolutely one of the worst games developers I've ever seen, in my opinion. And I cannot bring myself anymore to to willingly support them in any way, shape, or form, even if they do a decent job for a $1 game. I don't think they deserve your money or your time because of previous things like Wyatt Derp and Wyatt Derp 2 and fucking all the other games that they've reskinned and resold as separate titles. No. Sorry, guys. They did. They definitely put more effort in than any other game, and this is the best offering that Digital Homicide has put out to date, by far and away, bar none. I still can't recommend it though because of the quality, not because of the quality of the game, but because of the quality of the people behind the game. So with that being said, guys, once again, my name is SidAlpha. Probably should have done this beforehand. My name is SidAlpha. Fucking cheers, guys. Hi there, boys and girls. Thanks for checking my video out. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to hit that like button and maybe even that subscribe button. Trust me, it works really good. Don't forget to share with your friends, and if you're interested in following me on Twitter and Facebook, the links for that are in the description down below. I also have a Patreon if you're interested in helping to support the growth of my channel, and the link for that is down below as well. And once again, thanks for watching and supporting my channel, guys. I really appreciate it.